What's up?
Hey. All right, guys. It is time for What the Gaming Podcast, Episode 4. Of course, I am, go figure. That's what I thought. As soon as I changed, there we go. Aha. So I can't look, I have to look this way instead of looking at the camera because yeah.
Trial and error.
Yeah, everyone, I switched the resolution of my main TV to 14 to actual 4K output, and I bring anything over there, it messes up everything. So, yeah. But anyways, guys, welcome to episode 4 of What the Gaming Podcast. I am one of your hosts, Kitsuragi, and of course, joined with me today is right up above me, right over here, is the one, the only Stacks crew leader, Kid Stacks. And
Yes,
he
sir.
would be up there, but he's probably still asleep. And said, start without me, if that's the case. We're missing Hero this week. I'm sure if anything, he'll wake up and join us either in chat or in call. Either way, he is with us in spirit, guys. So don't forget, one Hero is always here watching over all of us. But we don't have a lot to go with today, but we do have some news going on talking about everything.
Right.
Him at some point, yes. So we just got a few things. We're gonna go about talking about. Fix my boom. We've got Ghost of Tsushima multiplayer, which finally came out a week ago, a little over a week ago. That we're gonna talk about. But Cher was here because he could talk about his experiences too. But that is what it is. We got Pokemon, which got its second expansion. We've got some more Call of Duty news, some more PS5, Xbox news going on, including the breakdowns and everything. Because I finally saw the Xbox Series X breakdown, which I was not impressed by the innards. I'm impressed, but I'm not.
Right.
And then some other just random stuff. We've got some movies that are supposed to come out next year that are just out now digitally that you can buy and watch. Which one I want to actually watch, and then there's that movie that comes out in a little while that I don't want to watch and don't care for. Genshin event tomorrow. I believe there is a Genshin event coming up tomorrow, as well. And of course, like I said, we've got 1.1 in 17 days, so that'll be good. And we'll talk a little bit about Klee. We'll talk a little Genshin because we got Klee out. We got stuff coming up. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So we've got
Klee is already in the game at this point, right?
Yes, Klee. We'll jump right into Genshin right now. Klee came out on Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. So this is the big thing that they're going to be doing. A lot of their updates are going to be starting up on a Wednesday, not on the reset, which is Monday. Which is to me is a little weird. That's a little weird, but it happens. But we do have Klee, and Klee is a fire mage. She is the new 5-star fire mage that we're getting. But she works like a great sword user.
I don't think I've seen her combat yet. I know she uses a lot of projectiles and bombs.
Yeah, so her entire thing is she throws out bombs, little weird slime bomb things. But they're explosive and they can break stone shields,
which is cool.
And so she's good at breaking rocks, stone shields. She's an interesting play. Her ability, her R2 for controller players, is a 2-charge ability that lets you throw out little mine traps, and as that can break apart into more little mines and explode and do damage.
Yep.
Her ult is a is a charge up version where it gathers, but when you switch her out, it automatically goes off. It just goes
Mm-hmm.
off. Apparently, if you get enough of her and you get enough constellations for her, when you do that, it also it when you do a switch out like that with her ult, she does 555% more damage. But you have to increase her constellation, so you have to get multiple of her for that to work.
Yeah, I've seen that she's capable of doing some really really big damage.
Oh yeah, she is. She's she's an interesting play. I tried the trial out for her, and it was weird. I'll say this. She's one of those characters. If you get her and you want to use her, it's gonna take a little bit to get used to her because she's just that weird, just that off the
Yeah,
reservoir type reserve thing.
she seemed like she would work good with the loop because two fire users on your team increases I think the attack percent. I think if I'm saying that correctly.
Yeah,
Uh, Plus, her setting mons around the field, bringing the Luke out, makes him a lot stronger. So yeah.
yeah. She's a character that you gotta work with. You gotta make your
Hmm.
team around her to work super well. But she's good on her own regard, and that's kind
Oh yeah.
of the thing that I think they're gonna be working on with some of the characters because we're gonna be getting, like I said, there's gonna be updates for characters and some fixes coming soon ish. TM high
Dope.
increases attack by a certain percentage. Yeah.
Hmm. So apparently there's
When
a. I'm
yeah,
sorry. Go ahead.
I forgot. Like if you have dual elements, it increases something in your team. Like dual
Right.
wind does one thing, dual water, dual electricity. I'm running a dual wind right now.
Yeah. Apparently, starting Monday there will be a Mona story quest.
Hmm.
So that's interesting.
So that one is as of Monday. You have to do 8 dailies. You have to get
Hmm.
another purple key, and you can unlock the Mona story event.
Ah.
Now, whether or not this event will give us a free Mona or not, it remains to be seen. I don't think they said anything about that. Um,
Right.
and of course, I haven't been on Genshin because of what's in our background. Um,
Wow. This is so corny. Let me read this. Unless I'm missing something, despite the similarities in appearance and name, Mona is not related to Lisa, the default Electro hero. Despite the two pairing well together, Mona Lisa.
oh my god,
Somebody had to do
someone did.
it. Mona Lisa. Nice. I
Seven
mean, they
guesses for
can they can very they can work very well together. Electro and Hydro.
oh
How
yeah.
many people out there gonna be running a Mona Lisa?
I think there's already people running a Mona Lisa. Well, Mono did get her alt fixed because it wasn't working correctly. Her and Keckwing were having issues with something with their alt, so that got fixed.
All right. Yeah, I
So
haven't seen Mona in action yet.
I thought we played with Mona.
If it's story related, I haven't yet.
No, I'm saying when we all multiplayered.
Oh, I probably missed whoever got it.
Yeah, I could have sworn we played with Mona already. I know Zal and I played with Mona. I don't remember if you were
Hmm.
with Zal and I. Might have been someone else. I don't remember. Either way,
So when is the next patch? Is the patch coming Monday? I'm assuming 1.1.
no, 1.1 will be coming. 1.1 is coming at the worst time for gamers. So 1.1
November.
comes out November 11th. So that
Mm.
is right in between Series X and PS5 release for North
Mm,
America. And yeah, I was going to talk about, but I debunked and confirmed and debunked the thing. There was rumors of PlayStation 5 pre-orders getting canceled, which is true. There are pre-orders getting canceled for no reason. But rumor had it that they were going to be pushing back the release date of the PS5 to the 19th
mm,
of November, which is not true. That is actually the world release date for the PS5.
right.
So Japan, UK, certain European regions, and the US get it on the 12th, and then the rest of the world gets it on the 19th.
Right.
So that is where that comes in, and people were misreading it and going, "Oh, they pushed it back to the 19th because it says world release." No,
To touch on that a little bit, without really going over it, because I know it's a sticky situation. Most people canceled it because of the social injustice stuff. That's pretty much what sums it up.
there's the update for the PS4, which I get why they did it, but at the same time I don't like it. But I also know I respect their decision on why they did it. It doesn't mean I have to like it on the
Mm-hmm.
entire being able to record and listen in, because there are issues on every platform where there are people talking and saying things and doing things they
Mm-hmm.
shouldn't be doing.
Right.
And Sony's kind of taking that extra step, especially since this year's been weird, and there's been a lot of allegations within the gaming industry of not so good things. So that's partially why
Right.
they did it. They didn't do it just to go, "Oh, we're going to listen in on all of our gamers." No, they did it for other reasons, but we're not going to get into that. That's a can of worms
Oh
that,
yeah, that's an off topic,
yeah.
off offline subject.
Yeah. But yeah, there are things that people are canceling because of it's not random people getting their consoles canceled, their pre-orders
Mm-hmm.
canceled. There might be a few cases of that, but that's a that's that's one thing that it's going to happen. You go to a GameStop or whatnot, and they're going to go, "Yeah, we're getting 14." They do 14 pre-orders, and then they get something from their corporate and goes, "Hey, you're actually only getting 10 PlayStation 5s." And then they go, "Oh,
That sound about
yeah,
right.
yeah." It happens. So the pre-order canceling in that case, guys, that's a normal thing that happens all the time. All the time in retail. People just it happens. So if you have a PS5 and you still have your pre-order, just count your blessings. It's not that far away. 17 days, guys.
Mm-hmm.
17 days, and we will
Yeah,
have
we're
the
right around the
PS5.
corner.
And then, of course, 15 days for the Series X for anyone that's getting the Series X. Which, and we kind of jumped from Genshin into this topic. That's fine. It transitioned well. Um, I saw. Did you see the breakdown of the PS5 and the Series X stacks?
I did not see that. Where can I find it?
You can find them on YouTube. Sony's got it, and I think Microsoft's got it for the Series X. Um,
Oh, you mean the teardown?
yeah,
Sorry, yes,
the actual teardowns for both of
yep,
the systems.
just the PS5. I haven't paid attention to the Xbox One.
So the so the so the Series X was an interesting teardown. So the PlayStation 5, looking at that, we've got that huge heatsink for the PS5, like huge.
Yes, we
It
do.
runs the entire console, and I think that's a great thing. It works really well, but what they're doing and everything with it, they need something to offload that heat, because that heat is a lot.
Yeah, I'm seeing that PS5 is gonna introduce a Zen 2 CPU, which is cool. Seeing how we're now in Zen 3, but
Yeah, well, they're both this PS5 and the Series X are running custom made Zen 2s. That's what they are.
Mm-hmm.
They are both custom made Zen 2s for the consoles, which is great. But for the Series X, the funny part is it's got a much smaller heatsink, but
Oh yeah.
half that freaking the box is, or like a quarter of the box is the fan. That's it. It's literally a single fan at the top end where all the vents are, and then it's all compiled on top of each other, like stacked. It's like it's a sandwich with the heatsink on one end, and then you've got the fan on
I
the
wonder
other
if
end.
that's going to give the system longevity with it being that way.
I don't think it is. I think that's going to cause more issues with the Series S or Series X, considering there
Mm-hmm.
have been reports of people who, certain content creators, certain reviewers, people like that, have already been talking about heating issues with the Series X. Like it's overheating already,
Right.
which I already stated that was going to probably be the biggest issue with this console generation is an overheat issue. And then when I saw the heatsink for the PS5, I wasn't so worried about the PS5's heating issue, but seeing the heatsink for the Xbox, I'm worried about the heating issue with the Xbox. It's going to be causing issues. Just because gamers, when we power game, we don't stop.
Yeah, we
And
really
with
don't.
everything going on that the Series X, the Xbox can do, like the game switch and everything that they're doing, which I think is an amazing thing, where you can just start up a game and go, oh, I'm gonna play some Borderlands 3.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, you know what? I want to play some Doom right now too, so I'm gonna start up Doom, and you can switch between them. And I think it's like 3 or 4 games, depending on the usage those games do. You can switch between them and it doesn't turn off the game or anything. It suspends the game, and then when you switch back over to it, it right where you had it stopped.
Right.
Yeah, it does depend on the game. You're right, Double D. Like I said, it's like 3 or 4 games, but it also depends on the game and what it can do. But I think that's a great innovation, which gives Microsoft the one up. But you're also now running into, again, you've got a whole bunch of things, even though they're background, they're still taking up processing speed. They're still taking up memory. They're still being a lot of discharge on that CPU and GPU.
Right. I'm still
And
very interested in the NVMe slot for the PS5.
oh yeah, that's the great thing is, again, they went the entire non-proprietary route of going, hey, the only thing is we ask that you have to go with these companies because we have companies that are making it specifically for us, but they're just going to make it for you guys just to go buy them again, and you can probably use them in those same ones in a PC, which is
Mm-hmm.
great. And then Microsoft went proprietary. You get a memory card. I'm like, aren't we past that point of having memory cards? I mean, I get it.
We're way past.
You can still plug in a USB external drive, but still, aren't we past that point? Haven't we been
Yeah,
past that
I
point for
guess that's why they did
years?
it. Yeah, I guess that's why they did it. They were like, hey, what if we bring memory cards back? That'd be cool.
Here's a nostalgia trip that no one asked for.
That's hilarious.
So yeah, again, I think that's where Sony's got this win going right now, is that they've got a little more open availability, and that's kind of how they've always been. You've always been able to tear apart a PS5 or a PlayStation to adjust things. Like you can put a different hard drive in PS4s. You could put in a different hard drive in PS3. And I do remember people, they always stated, hey, you can do this and it doesn't void your warranty. Just note, you might not get that back if you have to return it, because we might have to send you a brand new system and you won't have
Right.
that. Where Microsoft said, hey, oh, you opened up your Xbox. Yeah, sorry. You're SOL.
Yep. And also remember, guys, if you want the best possible performance for your PS5, see if you can find a 120 hertz monitor and or TV and a what is it 2.1
Yeah, 2.1.
for the HDMI. Mm-hmm. Which I'm assuming all 120 hertz monitors and TVs will automatically have a 2.1 version HDMI, right?
Yes, they do.
Okay,
Even mine does. This monster of a TV that I look at in front of me,
nice,
it has 2.1. In fact, that's where all the consoles go through. So,
nice.
um, but again, it's we're going into the normal console wars right now. We're Xbox is better, Sony's better, Xbox is better, Sony's better. PC's saying they're going, hey, can we get some of those Sony exclusives over here? Oh,
Right.
here's Horizon. Oh, sweet, cool. All right, thanks. That's all they're doing. And then
Basically,
Nintendo's saying they're going, yeah, you two just keep going over there, keep fighting. I'm just gonna be working on something else. Don't worry about me.
yeah. And it's funny that it's like that because it's true. Like PC, they're already Zen 3 now. They're going to the 5000 series with Ryzen. You got the brand new 30 series cards. It's like, and now they're coming out with the new motherboards compatible with Zen 3 and the new was it PCI 4.0. So
Yeah,
yeah,
you
PC is just crushing it.
PC will, but again, I tell people PCs are great, but if you're a gamer and you're on a budget, you one of your best bets is going to go console versus PC because you're going to be able to get decent decent high end graphics, everything with that in a console versus what we want to do. Certain things that super high end gaming, you're going to be spending a lot of money and it's going to be a lot of time because you're building that over time. So
Mm-hmm.
budget wise, consoles are always going to be better in that. So it's always a give take on those. The one thing I will state, Microsoft definitely has on Sony when it comes to the look of the consoles. Like I love the look of the PS5, but Microsoft did what Sony did all those years ago. You can have your Series X vertical or horizontal, and it's just a quick movement. It's like, oh yeah, this and that. Where
Mm-hmm.
with this PS5, if you want vertical, you have to take off the stand,
Right.
open up the little compartment, pull out your screw, pop out the little screw port on the
Right.
PS5, get it all lined up, screw it all in, put everything
Right.
together, and stand it up. If you want to put it horizontal, you have to disassemble that and then
Mm-hmm.
attach it. So I'm like, yeah, you got it there, but you look at how the PS5 looks. That's kind of why they expect you to choose one way or another, and that's it. I
Right.
just leave it as is.
Yeah, I'm probably just leaving mine standing up.
I would, but I don't have space to do that.
I
So
got you.
mine's probably gonna be laying horizontal. Um, but yeah, I'm sure give it a couple of years, Sony will come out with a slimmer, more stylish model that can just kind of flip flop whenever, and still have a disc version that works
PS5
well.
Super Pro.
Probably, but like I said, I like the look of the PS5 over the refrigerator. I mean, the Series X. Um,
Refrigerator. Bro, there's literally a Series X refrigerator. Like it looks like an Xbox Series X, but
oh yeah.
it's a fridge. That was
Um,
the wildest thing I've seen.
it's those memes are just those memes will never die now with the next gens coming out. But I will
Mm-hmm.
state that the Series X again, it's much smaller than the PS5. Like looking at them, it doesn't. Yeah, the Series X is about that big. Which again, it comes down to you're gonna have a lot of heating issues with how small it is. It's got a smaller heatsink. It's got a decent fan, but fans do go out.
Mm-hmm.
And the harder a fan works, the faster it goes out. So don't be surprised about when you're getting more heating issues coming from the Series X than you are getting from the PS5 because of
Right.
that heatsink. The heat sinks are the biggest things that people aren't looking at and going, well, they look at the PS5, that's huge, that's stupid, and then they look at the Xbox like, oh, see, look, compact, small. That's not a lot of heat
Mm-hmm.
dissipation, guys. That's the issue. It's the big issue.
Yeah, it'll be pretty. It'll be an interesting next month.
Yes, it is going to be a very interesting month. Um. So yeah, that was again. It's gonna be an interesting. Again, we're just going into our normal console wars season. Nothing major, people. Nothing to freak out about. So everything's normal.
Mm-hmm.
Um. Next, we've got. Let's talk about the funny thing that I found out about Call of Duty. We'll get into
Uh-oh.
Pokemon and Ghost soon, but Call of Duty had its beta the other weekend for PC and Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
There were already issues on the PC version, besides people having low frame rates, things like that happening. Apparently, the aimbots from Call of Duty Modern Warfare work
Mm.
in Cold War.
Sweaties.
Yeah. So there's videos. I can't find it anymore, but there was a video of pretty much a play of the game, final kill shots, guys clearly aimbotting, and you're watching it just snap to each person, and just they're wrecking. They're wrecking at all these people, and it's snapping hard. And it's like, yeah, look at that. Aimbots. But apparently it is the same aimbot from Call of Duty Modern Warfare, which means that there's not that much coding difference between the two when it comes to the multiplayer side of stuff.
Right.
Which means we're going to have even more issues going into Cold War. Like
Oh yeah.
I'm very interested. I can't wait to play it. I can't wait to do zombies with people, but we're now going to be running into the issue of, yeah, I'm going to play online. And if I'm on console and I'm cross playing with a PC player and I don't know them, are they using an aimbot or not? And there's
Mm.
thing that they are, and that's where people are getting mad about crossplay now. Is people are like, well, PC players have an unfair advantage, not because of base skill, but because they can run hacks through the game way easier than console players can. Because console players have to go through a firewall, and it couldn't ban their account if they're doing it wrong.
Right.
Where Activision's not really punishing people for cheating, which I think
Which
is,
sucks.
yeah. It, I think people are been getting like maybe 2-day bans.
Yeah, that's terrible. That's tragic.
It is. It's like, oh yeah, you get a 2-day ban, you get a slap on the wrist. Don't you use that aimbot again? They go
Yeah.
and use the aimbot again. Hey,
Right.
could you stop that? Could you stop that? Thanks.
That sounds
Uses
about
the
right.
aimbot again. All right, we gotta ban you. So take this 24-hour ban and think about what you did.
Don't do it again, Timmy.
And then they go and use the aimbot again, and everyone's like, why isn't this happening? And you go into any other game out there, especially battle royales, you go into any other game and you get someone aimbotting or anything like that. It's like, hey, this guy just is using an aimbot, peg me a mile away,
Right.
and then next thing you see is you're following them like in Fortnite, and they just kind of poof, and they're banned right there.
Yep.
But Activision doesn't want to do that, and I think that's still the downfall of a lot of. I just a lot of first person shooter games in general because, like I said, it does happen with consoles. Consoles have ways around to do aimbots and stuff like that. It's just harder for
Mm-hmm.
them to get away with it because they're not just dealing with Activision; they're also dealing with the company of the console. So it is there, but that's the big thing. I think that was finding that out. I don't know. It doesn't make me feel good about uh, playing multiplayer in Cold War.
Right. Works.
Yeah.
But yeah, Cold War is definitely the game looks prettier. It's definitely more polished. Hopefully by the time that the game actually comes out, I doubt it because they're gonna want theirs and oh we sold the most copies ever and all that bullcrap. But um I can't really speak too much on that, but I really hope they do fix it. Not mainly for me, but the people that actually are competitive in the game because you can't really be in a competitive what they call it matchmaking the skill based matchmaking.
Oh
Like you
yeah,
can't, you know, when you got the sweaty people that need aim bots and freaking aim assists and stuff like that. Like that's when it gets ridiculous, man. Like if you guys can find a way to take that out, cool. But you know, if not, you know, you're gonna get the same results that you were in Modern Warfare, Call of Duty, or
yep.
yeah.
No, actually, that's something. Thanks for reminding me. That's the other thing. We found out more about the skill-based matchmaking for Cold War because it is still going to be a thing. And if you
Mm,
guys dislike skill-based matchmaking in Modern Warfare, you're gonna hate it in Cold War. So now, not
yeah.
only does it take into consideration your kill death ratio and all the things it's normally done, it also takes in consideration your movement.
Mm,
How do you move through the maps, and as you're playing the games, how are you moving through the maps? Are you moving a lot in certain maps? Are you not moving a lot in certain maps? So that's going to all taking into consideration to your skill based matchmaking, which is going to cause your. I think that might help out where you're getting a lot of people that do run and gun will be playing
mm-hmm.
run and gun together, and a lot of people that like to camp and snipe are going to camp and snipe together. But at the same time, you're also going to be getting placed against stupid high level people like that. You're going to be going, okay, I like doing a lot of running, gunning, blah blah, this that, and then I'm going to switch up to, all right, this next map. I'm going to switch up, and I'm going to go ahead and take it slow. I'm going to creep around. I'm going to take shots. I'm going to be careful with my shots. But because of skill based matchmaking, now you're in a room full of sweats that run and gun.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of which again they just take out skill-based matchmaking altogether and give us just a straight competitive mode
Yep,
and people will be
I
happy.
agree. So I'm not sure how many of you guys are interested in zombies, but apparently, some data miners found that a Dr. Ludwig Maximus will be returning as a villain or main zombie villain. So any zombie players out there that's familiar with Dr. Ludwig, sorry, he will be making his return in Cold War zombie mode, obviously.
Nice. That'll be nice for everyone.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think zombies is where I'll probably be spending most of my time
Yeah,
if I get Cold
that's
War.
pretty much me as well. Because I'm not really a first person shooter type of guy. I just enjoy. I've always enjoyed zombies.
Yeah, is fun. Let's go ahead and jump into Pokemon because you got all the Pokemon information.
Yes, I do, and I can start by saying this. So everybody knows how Pokemon and the creators of Pokemon are when it comes to their games and how they like to kind of form it around a certain age group, if that makes sense. So even though their fan base grew up, you know, since the 1990 era, uh, and we're all adults at this point, um, they still want to focus. they're they're the whole gaming aspect of Pokemon around younger generation, like the preteens and the kids. So that's why they always made it more kid friendly, more handholdy every generation that comes out. Um, Basically, they when it comes to the DLCs, a lot of people complain that this should have just been in the whole game. This from the start of Pokemon Sword and Shield to the end of the later DLC we just got, this should have been one huge game. And when it comes to Pokemon fans, you're gonna get a lot of dissatisfied people. You're gonna get a lot of people that's gonna complain about certain things. You can't please everybody. Obviously, not every single Pokemon that is in the national dex is in the game, but they did add, I think, 160 plus more within this recent DLC. So I guess it's a little bit more people that maybe their favorite Pokemon made it. Other than that, the DLC was really fun. I'm still playing it now. It's very expansive. I wish they would have put more time and effort into the first DLC because I felt like that was a waste of time and money. I don't feel like it's worth $15. The reason why I say $15 is because spend $30 to buy both DLCs. The other DLC came out like a couple months back, and then we finally got this one. So if you want to split it in half, 15, 15. I don't feel like the first one was worth money at all. That should have just been in the game. The first DLC should have been in the end of the game or something because it was way too short. You really didn't do much. The explorability you had was really short. You can literally get through that in about an hour to 2 hours. It wasn't satisfying, but I can truly say Crown Tundra. Sorry, I said Crown of Tundra. Crown Tundra is definitely gives you that feel of exploration, like something new, something fresh. It also put little different aspects of different story increments. I'm not gonna say because I want you guys to enjoy it for yourself if you do go down that path. But it gives us a little bit more to look forward to, even though the story of the events that happen in Sword and Shield are technically over. So you're exploring little extra stuff. Um it really expanded on that, so I'm appreciative of that. I'm a diehard Pokemon fan, and I can truly say I was disappointed in the first DLC, but the second DLC is definitely more fun. I really enjoyed Dynamax Adventures. It gives you a chance to catch every single legendary Pokemon ever created. And yeah, it's like I said, it's more expansive. I love the fact that they brought back Roman legendaries, which is, if anybody remembers Silver, Gold, Crystal days, we had to chase around the legendary dogs in order to catch them. That is pretty much what is going on with the three legendary birds in the new expansion pass.
Isn't Suicune Entei also?
Yep, every single legendary is back.
Nice.
They hit you with that. Everyone is here, like in
Smash.
like in Smash
Everyone is
Bros.
here.
Everyone is here.
That's okay. That means I really should start playing Sword and Shield and get up and start keen
I
to
haven't
that
played since
DLC.
Diamond and Pearl. Uh, that's a tough situation as well. I know a lot of fans are wanting a Diamond and Pearl remake. In my opinion, I feel like Diamond and Pearl is a perfect way to implement a open world type Pokemon game. Even though I know they're not going to do that. If you look at the map of the Sinnoh region, it has the perfect landscape to be open world. Plus, they can add like an extra something else on the side, like another region that you can explore as well, like a wild area, kind of like in Sword and Shield. I feel like there's a lot they can actually do with a Diamond and Pearl remake, which a lot of people are asking for. I don't see them not making one, but at the same time, it's gonna be like, what, like what of it?
Yeah, I think we have a Diamond Pearl on the way remake or remaster or whatever. We're going to get the updated fourth gen here before too long. I think
Mm,
next year we will see it, but again, as much as people want, like you've said, Genshin, Breath of the Wild, open worldness of Pokemon, we're not going to get that in. We're not going to get that in a prior gen remake. We might get that in a newer one, but I don't know what we're going to do. I don't know how or when they're going to do that, if they ever do that with Pokemon. Just saying.
Yeah,
It's hard to say because the Pokemon Company is kind of, they keep their lips sealed for a lot of things. They try
can the
not to
Switch
let.
even handle something that powerful? I mean, it can handle Breath of the
It,
Wild.
it
It
handled
can,
Breath of the Wild just fine. It just killed your battery
yeah,
if you were playing it away from or not plugged in. Like it really did. That battery died
right.
so quickly. But it was good. It was good enough to do it. So it could do something like that. It could definitely run it well. But I don't see it happening anytime soon. I don't think it'll be
Right.
the next gen. If we see it, it'll probably be a couple gens after
Gen
the
9,
next
Gen
gen.
10.
Gen 10 or 11 is what I'm thinking. We'll probably see it. By that
Yeah.
time, everyone's gonna be over the open worldness, and then Pokemon's gonna come out with their
Yeah.
open world, and everyone's gonna be like, "About damn time," and everyone's
Right.
gonna buy it and have fun with it. But
Yep.
it's gonna be a little bit before we get it.
I do believe, and this is a bold statement. Whenever we do get to that open world, I feel like lot of companies are starting to learn that when you put a online feature, it strengthens the longevity of whatever series of whatever game. Like Grand Theft Auto, they're harping so hard on Grand Theft Auto Online. That's like their baby. They're gonna carry that with them to their grave if they can. You got games like obviously popular games like WoW, Final Fantasy Online, Genshin Impact. I feel like once they do reach that open world aspect, I feel like it's probably gonna be more of a like a true MMO kind of online experience. It'll be like the Pokemon's true online experience where you're playing with friends or you can adventure with friends or you can do certain things with friends and stuff like that. So I'm interested in seeing if they do that because as you can see, they're already, they got the ground, the blueprint laid out with the open world with what is it, Sword and Shield when with the wild area.
Mm-hmm.
You can venture around with friends there. So I can definitely see them actually tweaking that, working on that, fixing things that they can kind of see not really working well. I can actually see that working pretty good.
Oh yeah, I can too. Definitely, easily. I think they have the foundation. They can do it, but we won't see it for a while. They're probably,
Unfortunately.
yeah. That's just how things go.
Hmm. But overall, to sum it up, I am really enjoying Sword and Shield Expansion Pass Crown Tundra. It is super fun. I'm still playing it. I wasn't a streaming, but I've been having more fun playing it with the wife. We've been doing everything together because, like I said, you can play with people in the open world and stuff. So we've been doing stuff like little missions where you had to find footprints for evidence and stuff. There's like a total of 300. We've been having fun, catching brand new Pokemon. Doing certain challenges together, doing we caught our first legendary the day night it came out. It was Kiram. Unfortunately, it wasn't shiny. But how it works with the legendaries, once you catch a legendary, that's it. You only get one per. So if you defeat it and you don't catch it, don't worry, you get to catch it again. Uh, they aren't shiny locked, so if you want to shiny hunt for them, that's your business. You can do that. But in order to get to the legendary Pokemon, you have to go through a series of Pokemon. I think it is three. You have to go through three Dynamax Pokemon before you get to the fourth final, which is the legendary, and it does have a chance to be shiny.
Huh, interesting.
Hmm.
Uh, I have to state, I like that. I like that entire idea. So,
Hmm. It's pretty cool if you play with the regular raid in dungeons where you do a raid, you wait for friends to come in, or you go in by yourself. This one gives them more choicey adventure kind of make the right decision kind of it's pretty fun. I like it.
yeah, yeah,
For
like I said.
anybody that want to know, look Dynamax, wait, no, Dynamax Adventures, I think it's called Dynamax Adventures. Go to YouTube, type Dynamax Adventures, and you'll see. I'm sure there's tons of YouTubers Dynamax Adventure going through the caves and fighting to get to the legendary. So if anybody want to check that out and see how that is, it's pretty dope.
And then just means I should probably sit down and start playing Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Right,
And
Jumbo,
go
don't die.
go get my go get myself an Articuno.
Oh, bro, the article. Me and my wife caught that. I think the other day, but we caught the Galarian form. He
Ooh.
looks fucking sick, bro. Because the Galarian form is a psychic flying type. I named him Doctor Strange because he gives off that Doctor Strange look. He's fucking sick. I love the Galarian Articuno. He's
Uh,
fucking sick.
okay. Well then, I need that. I
Oh
just
yeah.
I need both, but that's because I need I always have a nice team.
Oh yeah.
I always have a nice team. I need a Sneevil as well, but that's besides the point.
Oh yes. Weevil. Or
Weevil,
yeah.
Sneevil into Weevil. Yeah. Hey, that was my main Pokemon. What
That's
was
a
it?
dominant pearl right
In
there. Gen
Pokken.
4.
That was
Oh, oh,
my
Pokken?
main. Yeah, in
Yeah.
Pokken. People hated me. I'm like, yeah, that's right. I'm gonna use Weevil on you.
Weavile is a monster, man.
We need a Pokken tournament too. We really do.
Yeah, man. I enjoy Pokken.
But because I know you gotta go here soon, so let's go ahead and move into the last little bit, which I have a lot of information. Like I said, I wish the man that was up there, Hero, is here, but
Mm-hmm.
he's here with us in spirit. But let's go ahead and talk about Ghost of Tsushima. The 1.1 update came out not this past Friday, but the Friday before that,
Mm-hmm.
which gave us new game plus, gear loadout specs. But the bigger thing, the thing that people were waiting for when it got announced, was Ghost of Tsushima Legends, which is the multiplayer. And oh my, is it actually really, really good. So you've got 9 story missions that are their own story missions for the multiplayer. It's not missions within the base game. They are their own story missions that were made for the multiplayer. And
Mm-hmm.
they're 2-person story missions. So it's you and another person. You and a friend or you and a rando. So you got that. So you have 9 of those, which were all actually pretty decent. And then you've got your survival, which has 4 different missions, 4 different maps for survival.
Mm-hmm.
We have yet to see the raid because the raid's still not out yet. But they have an interesting little thing that I liked is we've got bronze, silver, and gold tier difficulties, and that's literally what they put it at. So your bronze difficulty is your base difficulty. That's where you're going to be going till you reach a certain level. They
Right.
do have in each tier, hey, this is the maximum item level you can get from this tier. So bronze maxes out at 35, silver at 80, and I think gold is 110,
Mm.
which is max gear. So it's like, all right, so I know where I can go up until, or what I can work on and word play until I hit this item level. Then I can move up to the next difficulty. Then I can move up to the last difficulty.
Right.
We do have also 2 other things that I didn't realize that they have. They have 2 nightmares. They have a nightmare story and a nightmare survival,
Mm.
which guarantee you 110 gear for completing them, for actually completing them.
That
Which,
sounds interesting.
yeah, I'm like, all right, cool, this sounds awesome, blah blah. I still want to see the raid.
Mm-hmm.
So again, we've got 9 story missions. They're pretty much straightforward. Each story mission has 3 parts to it. You start in one part, you move to the next part, you move to the final part. And the
Right.
final part usually has some enemy or something where you're fighting a decent amount of enemies. On bronze, it's nothing much. You have unlimited continues, blah blah. It's your easy mode, and they expect you to go through bronze first. When you go into silver, though, it specifically states, "Hey, you only get 3 continues."
Right.
It's like, okay, so I've got to be a little bit more careful. Also, when you start doing silvers, it has extra bonus objectives. Hey, find this scroll, which gives you more. I think it gives you more honor. Find this uh, Mongol treasure hoard, which gives you more items. And then the final area is a curse thing that you activate, which makes it even harder and gives you more loot and experience overall.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, that's cool. I haven't tried gold, but gold specifically states, hey, you only get 2 continues, and yeah, if someone actually full on dies, because you can revive someone that falls,
Right.
but if they full on die, like they go into respawn, you automatically fail the mission.
Mm.
So when you start doing golds, make sure you know the person you're going with that, and they're able to keep you up and alive, and you're able to keep them up and alive. But we've gotten to play around with it. I've done all the story missions. Here and I have done all the survivals together with 2 other community members, Zalnik and BBQ.
Mm-hmm.
We've done all the survivals. We've on bronze and on silver, which silver was getting rough. I have to say the gear up process in the game is really good. They did a really good job on it. You're always getting better gear, but they
Mm-hmm.
also gave us a reforge. So once you have a rare or higher level in gear, you can reforge it,
Right.
and there's a chance that it can turn into an epic. So blue can turn into a purple. Once it becomes an epic, it's can never downgrade, which is a good thing.
Mm.
Um,
Nice.
but if you have like a bow and you're not getting any other bows but it's a blue, and you're like, well, I really don't care for blow dart guns because they suck.
Mm-hmm.
Let me reforge this bow. It's not going to be stuck to that same item level that it was when you first got it. It actually
Right.
changes to your item level and gives the range closest to your item level. So you can constantly keep upgrading certain weapons to always be there. And of course, you can reroll any of the stats or the abilities in
Mm.
that in the weapons, which I
Nice.
think is great. You got things. I'm playing a hunter, so I worry more about my bow than anything. So my bow's always been, a long bow and seeing what abilities I can put on it, and hopefully I can get something decent. I know that, and that's that's why I focus with, but I can still
Mm-hmm.
go in melee with them. Um, the classes are great. The hunter is obviously your range. That's what I've been playing. They focus more on their range. They have more range abilities. They have access to longbows, and they can. They're just about not being in the fray of everything. Hero, I
Mm-hmm.
know, has been playing samurai, and samurai is just your let's go in, let's tank everything, bring it. I'm here. The distraction for everyone else.
Right.
Zal has been playing our assassin, which not much to say there because it's an assassin. Let me sneaky and stab everyone in the back.
Right.
I live, I die, repeat. Yes, hero. Yes, you do. We all do that, to be honest, but that's besides the point. You just do it more often because you're in the fray and get yeeted by bears. Uh, and then BBQ has been playing the Ronin, and the Ronin was the one that kind of surprised me because I was like, all right, blah, blah, this and that. The Ronin gets like the spirit pop, and you're like, all right, cool. They get a spirit dog. Their ult. Oh, yeah, by the way, all the classes have ults, but they have an ult that instantly revives your teammates no matter where they are on the map. So
Mm.
their 3 resolve ult you use to they're your healers. They sit there and they're like blah blah. As you rank up with all the classes, you can actually change an ability.
Hmm.
Um, and theirs it goes from they can have the spirit dog or they can lay down a small area of healing.
All right.
And the Ronin, I after hearing that, I was like, oh, well, I already claimed the hunter, and I was just gonna play hunter. Well, now I want to play Ronin. I'll play Ronin later. Luckily, you can unlock you when you start up. You start up choosing one of the classes, but you can unlock all the classes, so you're not relegated to only being on the one class, which is good because I think the raids are going to be, hey, if we bring two Ronin here, or bring two hunters, or bring two assassins, or hey, we need to all be assassins, you know,
Mm-hmm.
or there's going to be challenge runs. Hey, do it all as samurai and without assassinating people. People are going to do stupid random things like that. So it'll be interesting to see how the raid goes once we get that. I'll have information on that. But we also, like I said, the multiplayer has been amazing and done well. This is, for lack of better words, this is what Marvel Avengers should have been for a multiplayer. For gear up and everything it's doing. It's
Mm-hmm.
got matchmaking that works. Um, it's easy to invite friends. It's easy to do things, and it's nice being able to explore like the helicarrier and the anthill and Marvel, but it's nice. Hey, I'm party up with my friends. Let's go. Instead of, let me select a mission. Let me invite my friends. Let's do the mission.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I left before my friends did. All right, let me re-invite them. Yeah, that was the issue with Marvel. This one is, all right, let's go do this mission. Or let's go do this survival. All right, we're done with survival. Let's sit here and talk, blah, blah. Let's all gear up. All right, let's go do the next survival. It works perfect. Or if you need to, hey, I'm going to do a story mission. I'm going to quick play. I'm going to queue up with some random person. It works. And it works well.
Sound about right.
Anything you change about the game thus far, or anything you'd like to see added? Um, Change wise, I don't know. I want to see how the raid goes before I state anything about change. Added, I would like to see a third class ability unlocked because you only get two, and I want to see a third one for every single one of the ghosts. And I wouldn't mind. I don't know. Bow and blowgun skins added in instead of them all looking generic. Because we get to change our outfits. We get to change how our swords look, or the scabbards of our
Mm-hmm.
swords. Get to change our masks. Get to change our class items, which are they're just it's all visual, which I love to see. But let's change the color of our range weapons too. Uh, change those skins. That's something I would like added 100% there. And I would like the raid to be out already because I really want to taste it. But I'm still gearing up, so that's gonna be a little bit before I'm ready for that.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Call back to Pokemon DLC. Do you like it? Because here I didn't hear you on that one.
I absolutely love everything about the DLC. It is a lot more expensive than the first DLC that was released, which was Owl of Armor. It didn't really give you a lot to go over. You chase some freaking slowpoke. You got a freaking bear cub, which you choose a tower of water or dark where you want to evolve the bear cub. You go through a series of three battles that are stupid easy, then you fight an old guy at the end, and that's our Isle of Armor. It was terrible. That was literally it. That's Isle of Armor. Um, but Crown Tundra it's more it's expansive. It gives you Roman legendaries. You can catch every single legendary. There's Dynamax adventures. It's a lot going on with it that I actually love and support. Uh, that they actually took time with Crown Tundra, but I just felt like Isle of Armor was something that was just to us to I guess to is the hunger of Pokemon fans because you know how it gets when Pokemon fans wait too long for something and they feel like, hey man, hey, I've been waiting for 2 years, we ain't get nothing, and then you give them some bull crap. It's like imagine us waiting 2 years to get Isle of Armor. Like yeah, it would be pretty bad. So uh, Isle of Armor I think came out. Let's
earlier
see,
this
Pokemon
year.
came out in November early this year, so roughly 4 to 5 months after the game. So not too bad.
Yeah, like April, March time period.
Right. So they like, hey, I know you guys ready for the next whatever. So here's a little appetizer. Hold this real quick, and then you know, finally they came out with Crown Tundra, which they actually put a lot of work in. Um, what's his face? Just it was terrible. Isle of Armor was terrible, but Crown Tundra made up for it. Like here's the DLC you guys wanted. Maybe we should have put more effort into the DLC we gave you guys, but sorry, but not sorry, kind of thing.
Oh yeah, and you can roam around with your Pokemon out now, can't you?
Yep.
Nice.
Yes, you can, which is pretty cool. They brought that back. It's not through the whole game. It's mainly through Isle of Armor and Crown Tundra. I'm not sure why you can't roam around with them in the wild area. Doesn't make sense to me, but yeah, whatever.
It
Each his
is.
own. Maybe they updated it. I haven't been to the wild area since playing the Crown Tundra, so maybe they updated. Who knows?
Yeah, best way to say it, it is what it is on that point.
Very very true. But yes, to answer your question, Hero, I absolutely enjoy Crown Tundra. I will definitely say, as a Pokemon fan, I'm pleased with it. If you are a Pokemon fan out there and you were skeptical of getting it, I can say this: go in with an open mind when it comes to Owl of Armor and just play it because it's trash. And then when you get to um, Crown Tundra, then you'll be like, okay, yeah, this is better. This is more expansive. Gives us more things to do. We got Roman legendaries back, which are cool, by the way. Look up the Galarian Three Birds. You might be impressed. And then they brought all the legendaries back with the Dynamax Adventures, which is super fun as well. So yeah.
That's I think that's a great thing. Um,
Mm-hmm.
let's do this. All right, and I think that's we covered everything we want to today. We'll get more gaming news and everything this week. The closer we're getting to the console releases, the kind of slowdown we're going to be getting for right now. Do note
Mm-hmm.
that once the console releases come out, it's going to be a hectic like couple weeks after
Oh,
that. We got a
oh
lot
yeah.
of games coming out in that time period, so be on the lookout for that. I think we're all going to be very happy about. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
17 days for the PS5, 15 for the Series X. So we're right around the corner, guys. Get
Let's get
ready.
through this week. Let's hit November.
Yeah, get through this week. Pay your rent, pay your mortgage,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's time.
Yep.
Luckily I have 2 paychecks between now and the PS5, and I still have money ready for it. So, but let's go ahead and call it there. As always, thanks everyone for coming to the podcast. Gaming podcast episode 4. We will be back hopefully next Sunday. We'll try and
Mm-hmm.
keep it on Sundays. We're gonna try. We're doing our best. We'll be on
Trying.
your channel next, right, Stacks?
Yes.
Yes, because Hero was before. I was first. You then Hero. So yeah, we'll be on your channel next Sunday, guys. As long as everything works out right.
And
So
then
got
we'll be back on your channel when the systems come out.
yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Oh boy. You guys might see it.
Yeah.
Just I'll just be a tower. I'll be this big PS5 tower right here. I'll just keep it right there in front of the camera the entire time. Cancel it. But
He said,
anyways,
"Yeah."
guys. So like I said, next week we will be on good old
Draw straws for it.
we'll be on Stack's channel for podcast. Of course, Hero, thank you for at least being in chat. Thank you for joining us in spirit today. I know you were up pretty late. So, guys, one of the other co-hosts who can't really speak and will not shout himself out, but I'm going to do it anyways. Hero, who's vital in bringing all this together. Hero and I talked about this a lot, and then he's like, Stacks, you want to do a podcast? And Stacks like, yep. And we're like, all right, we've got 3 people. Let's do this.
Yep.
So, anyways, I just shout out. We already know where we can find Hero, at least on Twitch. He's not here, so in spirit, he's gonna give us the groan about shutting himself out. Stacks, go ahead. Tell everyone where they can find you.
All right, guys, you already know what it is, Kid Stats. You guys can follow me at Twitter at Kid Stats. Same thing with Instagram as well. With Twitter is Kid Stats with a 1 behind it, obviously because Kid Stats is pagan. I'm not sure why, but you can follow me there. And I am also in Discord. So if you guys come to my channel and you do !mark Discord, you can hop in there as well. And Twitch obviously is twitch.tv at Kid Stats or / Kid Stats. Sorry.
Nice, of course. And of course, guys, I'm this week's host, and you are on my Twitch channel, so I don't need to state that. But you guys can also find me at Kitsaragi_K on the Twitter and Kitsaragi Kusanagi on YouTube. And Kitsaragi K on Instagram, which I need to post more on that. I really do. I'm horrible about that. Really, Hero? Really? But, all right. Great podcast as always.